What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Misery Monday. It's Monday. Welcome back to another episode of Command This. This is episode 317. Big favorite, big flop. I said I was going to wear a brown paper bag over my head. I didn't have a brown paper bag, but I had this clown get up because I feel like a clown talking about how we were going to beat these boys.
Steve is environmentally friendly. He only uses the reusable bags. He goes to Harris Teeter.
Actually, Giant gives you those reusable bags when you have groceries delivered. It's kind of nice. But yes, I'm going to be a clown for a few because I feel like a clown. I feel like we got clowned. Man, we bought into the hype. Public Enemy says, don't believe the hype. We were believing it, man. You should listen to the show Thursday. We were all convinced.
No one sits back and thinks, damn, that was a hell of a game.
No. Not in the least.
That was a hell of a game. Like, not in the, oh my God, it was great for us sense. But just in terms of writing a good script for a climactic ending that turned out not to be so climactic. But, I don't know. I have a bit of a different perspective on this than I think a lot of people do. A lot of things I take away from this that maybe kind of got lost in the ether, so to speak, of misery and everything is terrible and the sky is falling and all that. But we'll get to that. I got something a little different.
I mean, I don't know if the sky is falling per se.
We'll talk about that.
I know,
too.
But
this fan base needs to be needs to get a little bit of a chin check right now. And
well, I think it's only the people who thought that, you know, we were going to be a 12-win team. The people who thought that if you keep in perspective, this was a 4-13 team, and our predictions coming from last offseason was Dev and I with 8 wins. You had 9 wins. If you keep that into perspective,
no. You had 7 wins.
I remember. I said like 5 or 6.
No, Dev, you said 7. You said 7.
You gotta stop this.
You gotta watch the video. How I said it.
No, you hedge bet. You go, man. We're gonna have 7 wins, or we're gonna have 4. Either way, I'm gonna be right. That's how you do it, team. Somehow I'm gonna be right either way. But I think that's why people are getting upset because, you know, we got 7 wins, and people think that we're going to be something. I mean, we will still probably make the playoffs. I'm gonna say that right now. I think we will still make the playoffs.
You'll get the wild card is nothing. You should be the number 1 seed, or your season completely worthless. Those Bamas.
Hey, we shouldn't even be here in the first place. House money, fellas. House money. That's all I'm saying. It's house money. I don't know if we should be here, but it's all good. Mr. Titan, what's up, Mr. Titan? I saw all those good pictures. Mr. Titan had direct access to all of those Titan players after that win versus the Texans. Congratulations, by the way. Beat the Texans 34-35, I think it was. Great pictures, man. I love following on social media. He was kicking in with all the players. Yeah. Guys, you got a picture of Will Levis and everything, and all them dudes, man. Are you coming to DC, Mr. Titan? Because we have no plans on attending that game at the moment. I know you talked about it before you might come up, but as it is right now, I didn't think we were gonna attend that game. So, but yeah, man, congrats to you guys beating up on the Texans, man. It's good win. Jason Donaway, what's good, fellas? What's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. Got to do better, boys. We do got to do better, man. We got to stop tricking ourselves one game at a time. I was on the Bleeding Burgundy with Jesse and John and Scotty there for a hot second the other day, and I said it was not a trap game, man. Them other guys said it's a trap game. I was like, not at 10 points, but turned out to be a trap game. Filthy, hey, I don't know who you are, Filthy, but we appreciate you popping in, man. We have a couple Eagles fans, friends of the show, who watch this show. Fly Eagles Fly. You miss Terrence pops in. He's another fellow friend of the show, also an Eagles fan. So props to you guys, man. You guys took it to the Rams last night. I picked you guys to win too. So your division to lose. Don't blow it. You got the Steelers and Ravens coming up. That'll be the big test, man. Kim, what's up, Miss Kim? How you doing? We appreciate you popping in as always. I hope were you at the game, Kim? I'm sure you were at the game. Dying to know how the atmosphere was.
Oh, it's probably like a funeral for her, but at least half of it.
Probably. Yeah, Mr. Titan. On that note, yeah, we need to link up Thursday night. We'd love to bring you on, do a Titans Commanders preview. Perfect timing, man. I was going to ask you anyway. So this is our invitation, officially asking you to come join us Thursday night, man. So good to see you. Yeah, Dev, how you feeling overall about this, man, before we actually get into the show itself?
You know, that bound to let us down one day. I mean, the last two losses, I mean, they I didn't want to lose, but they wasn't like letdowns. I had us losing those games.
Yeah, like the Philly and Steelers, right?
Yeah.
You don't mind losing those.
This game was kind of a letdown.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm not going to get into why. I know we're going to break all that down, but, yeah, it's just, I feel like out of these 4 losses, I guess it's 5 losses now, right?
We're 7-5. Kim, I'm with you.
Out of these 5 losses, I felt like at least 4 of them were us whipping our own asses, man. And those are the irritatingest things, that we're not just getting whipped. We're just beating ourselves. We're in position to make game-winning plays, and don't make them ever. You know.
Yep.
But you know, other than that,
I mean.
Yeah. No, Brown's got to, you know.
I mean, Diamond Browns get my game ball. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I'm just kidding, Phil. Just saying that to get a little rise out of Phil. But yeah, it was an ugly game. Even going into the fourth quarter, this game was terrible. I think Jaden had 79 yards total going into the fourth quarter. We'll break it all down here. I mean, in the first half, he
ran the ball pretty well.
He had 57 yards in the first half. We ran the ball pretty well. The passing game just wasn't clicking. And I watched all of Jaden's passes today, and I found 6 opportunities. I'd say 3 of those are extremely nitpicky, where he could have passed to a different receiver. But for the most part, he didn't miss. He found the right read. Like I said, I found 6 opportunities. We can look at them that he could have possibly hit somebody else. 3 were, he probably had bigger plays, but he took what he had. But he was just growing pains of a rookie quarterback, man. There wasn't any egregious misses of any of the 44 pass attempts that I sat back and watched. So I measure to see who gets Dev's Glock Dookie today, the Glock Dookie Award. That's going to be fun, as it always is. But let me take this clown nose off, man. It's really bothering me. All right, let's get right into it, fellas, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to look at some film on this Misery Monday.
Yep.
I hope Phil Bullock shows up in the chat tonight. You know why?
Yes.
One thing he said never happens.
Terry, we were talking about this in the game thread. You probably didn't see it. It was kind of off to the side, but in the game thread, Terry broke away. Terry broke away. He had that 86-yard burner touchdown. Nobody caught him. I don't know if we've seen that this year from him, where he got the breakaway. But man, nobody was catching him. He almost willed us to overtime by himself. I feel like he was supposed to get out of bounds, and he was like, not doing it. But for the most part, this was a very boring game. The commentators, I don't know if you heard Greg Olsen, he was like, this is a boring game. This is a bad game, is what he kept saying, especially on offense and special teams. But the first play that actually meant something, we're going to go straight to 11:36 in the first quarter. We started out very, very, very good, very, very good. And this was a blocked field goal. Did you guys remember last time we had a blocked field goal?
It's been a hot minute.
I don't remember. Either way, blocked field goal was very nice to see. So special teams did get started on a good foot. And I don't know how Mike Davis didn't take it to the house.
Because it's Mike Davis.
I mean, just slow. You had a wall of blockers, dude.
He runs like Aaron Colvin picks off passes.
Who blocked this?
It was Ken, wasn't
Quan
it?
Martin.
It was Quan Martin. I knew it was a safety.
Wow, they let him go right in there.
And here's the thing. They almost blocked 2 others.
They almost did. That's right. Man, what a play. What a play. That was That was 11:36 in the first quarter. So that kind of started the tempo of the game. We're like, okay, we're here. We came to play. That was the first defensive possession. Because remember, they went all the way down to the from our 35 to the 17. We're like, oh, bend no break, bend no break, bend no break. But from there, we get back on offense. And we're still moving a little bit slow. We're going to go to say 10:54. Let's go to 10:54 in the first. And it's going to be right there. We go. Okay. 10:54 in the first. It's 3rd and 12. This is a big third down on the second possession of the game. And we finally see Jaden running again. He looks healthy, looks quick. I mean, that's the Jaden we saw weeks 1 through until he had the rib injury versus was it the Panthers game?
Yeah.
Panthers game. Yeah, where Dev came down. So I mean, I don't want to hear Jaden being hurt because he looked spry. His arm looked like just tons of strength. So the health of Jaden Daniels is no longer in question. Do you guys agree? Do you see anything unhealthy with Jaden? Because he looked fantastic from a health perspective to me.
I think Jaden looked healthy. There is an assessment I got to make about Jaden that we'll talk about in his play, and it's not something anyone wants to hear, but it's something you should expect with a rookie. But we'll get to that.
Well, we're here. What is it?
I feel like Jaden. And maybe it's because the team has been losing and because he's been called under some criticism.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Jaden's doing a little more thinking than he used to back in the pocket.
Instead of just let it fly.
Instead of just letting it fly. Like when he's going to throw, he's overthinking it a little bit instead of being a little more instinctual. And I think you're not surprised. I'm not surprised. I think that's just a developmental thing, you know.
Yeah.
You know, when everything's clicking, you don't think, you just do.
Yeah.
When things haven't been clicking, suddenly now he's thinking more.
And now it's I can't mess up or I can't make this mistake and then I'll just bail out and take the concern. And I saw that on some of those 6 throws that we're going to see. That's what I was talking about. You kind of saw some of that. And this next play right here is the first play of, I mean, like I said, it's really nitpicky, and I'm not saying this in the bad way. This is really me nitpicking of, Jaden should have thrown to this guy. Jaden should have thrown to that guy. Or Jaden I think this is where he just misses Zach Ertz. He had him out in the hash about the 10-yard line, I think, give or take. This is 9:09, 3rd and 7. I mean, Ertz was there. He had to turn his route upfield. You watch it again. Ertz had that sideline. It wouldn't have been a touchdown. But Ertz had the position on him right there. Guys back.
Certainly did.
Now, what I like to do on these plays is see if anyone else is open right when he's about to throw. So the guy, most people's play, they're not even turned around. This is the only guy in the middle who's turned around. So that was the right read to me.
He throws that in the middle of the field. He has it though.
But
he throws that in the middle of the field, like on the 10-yard line. He's probably got that. Watch. Right in the middle.
No, I see what you're saying. Not a touchdown, but he has a big game.
No, he might have it. That might do probably. He's turned the opposite way.
Right here.
He might have him. He might have him. But the thing is, that guy, I think that might be the tight end not getting upfield fast enough, man. He cut that shallow. He cuts that up in the corner. It's a touchdown. Maybe.
But I feel like this was an out, not a flag. Or
but I think it was a flag, and he threw it out. Or it could have just been, you know what I'm saying? It could have been that simple of a fuck up.
Because there was argument of he ran the wrong route.
Right.
He cut his route to the sideline when he should have cut it. I don't know.
It looked like it should have been a flag and not out.
Yeah, you're right. It could have been. But he also had the guy in the middle, and that's what some of the people on Twitter were saying is that it kind of goes back to you, Phil. If he would just sit in the pocket for a half second longer, he might find these reads, but he wants to get the right read and get it out quickly. So I don't know, man. Like I said, nitpicky, not mad at all on the call to play. So yeah, and we end up having to kick the 41-yard field goal after that one. So that one was actually made. We're now going to go down to, I think we're going to go 7 minutes in the first quarter. And this one right here, this is a Bobby Wagner special. This was fantastic to see. He lit up Dowd on the background on pass pro. Like the play resulted in a positive play, but Bobby Wagner watch Bobby Wagner right here. Just boom, just destroyed the running back. That was a positive play. It looks.
I know. I got geeked for that one.
Yeah, it was great because they zoomed in really close on the replay. Of course, the DBs were, doing their thing. But if you look at it from the end zone view, it's a much better view of Bobby Wagner blowing Rico up. This is a fantastic view right here. He just rushes right in and bam, just plows right through him. Didn't have an impact. I mean, had to get rid of the ball quickly, but it was just a beautiful thing to see. That poor running back never stood a chance. Should have chipped him. Never stood a chance. Feet backwards and everything. Terrence, what's up, Terrence? We had another Philadelphia fan in here earlier. Filthy. If you scroll up in the comments, filthy. Marcus, what's up, family? People got mad posting Jaden has to play better, but him and our coaches, players got to execute better. Yeah, it's a mixed bag, man. Nobody was perfect. Lots of work to do. Tim Calloway, what's up, bro? Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate you. Just going over some film here. So that's 7 minutes. The next one we're going to go down to is we're going to go to 2:38 in the first quarter. This is when we start to see, wish Ben Harlow was here. We get to see a little bit of dynamic Dyami Brown for 14 yards. This was a nice little call. I'm just joking, but it was a positive play. I do want to show positive play, and we don't see this that often. When we try to run it with Terry, it always gets stuff. That was very well executed. Everyone hit their blocks.
Well, considering the fact we're going to be down at running back for the foreseeable future.
There you go. Plug him in.
Dyami Brown for running back, because Lord knows he sucks at playing wide receiver.
A little Cordero Patterson action going on. So that was Dyami Brown.
We'd love to have Curtis Samuels back.
Oh yeah, the dual purpose guy. For
They
sure.
don't even use him right in Buffalo.
And you know what? They all kind of keyed in on Brian Robinson on this play to the right side. They all fell for it.
For what though? That's what's funny.
They all fell for it.
Because his team's key in on Brian Robinson.
Yeah, that's the type of good scheme, and I thought we were going to see for the rest of the game. We just didn't see it anymore. So, yeah. I mean, do us a favor, guys. If you guys are watching from YouTube, please hit that like button for us, man. We would greatly appreciate it. Love each and every one.
Much obliged, good sirs. Much obliged.
That's right. Much obliged. Okay, we're at the end of the first quarter. Going to go to 45 seconds here in the first quarter. This is where, once again, we are given every opportunity to win this game. 45 seconds in the first. Rico Dowdle fumbles. Actually, it's just kind of ripped out of his arms by Bobby Wagner.
Yeah.
And Jazon Newton.
The size of thighs.
And we get the ball back right there. Bobby Wagner. And now there was argument, like forward progress, all that stuff, but
I mean,
that's a good run too.
Yeah. We get the ball back. So that's the end of the first. So at the end of the first quarter, it's 3-0. The Cowboys have had the ball 9 minutes, 11 seconds. We've had it for 5:49. And so very boring game. Very boring game. All right. Moving on to the second quarter. We're going to go down to 12 minutes in the second quarter. This is where we start to see the Frankie Louvu show. And if you're not tracking, Frankie Louvu had 3 pass deflections in this game. 3 pass deflections. I only caught 2 on the notes, but this is 2 of 3 right here, and 2 of them came on the same drive. Just enough to cause disruption. But once again, we couldn't capitalize.
Louisville smacked it down.
He did on this one. Yeah, he did. He altered the right there, just enough to get it away from the receiver. Fantastic play.
Anybody knows how Davis was playing over Forbes, man? Is that crazy?
It is kind of crazy. Like, he really down that bad. This was the fumble. Technically a sack. I don't know why. I mean, I forget who they credited to, but
Payne, I'm sure.
I think they gave this one to Payne, and outside of this, he didn't do anything. But he got credit for this.
He got a stuff in the backfield once that was pretty tough on running.
Yeah, he got credit because he touched the. No, that was Bobby Wagner.
Wagner.
So maybe it wasn't a sack. So this is the next Frankie Louvu tip on the same drive. It's 3rd and 22, 1:15. Frankie Louvu again. Right. Perfect, dude. Like, come on. Love it. I love it, man.
Frankie Louvu has been playing at a Pro Bowl level this year, and
He really has.
And when he doesn't get in the Pro Bowl because he plays for us, it's gonna be robbery.
Oh, he'll get in because a million motherfuckers go to Pro Bowl now. It's nothing. That's not even a fucking accolade anymore.
And then half the people don't play who are picked.
Right.
AG, what's up, AG? Said, what's up, fellas? Still wiping the egg off my face from all the big Washington.
That was a year we had all four linemen, defensive linemen in that motherfucker.
That's why I'm dressed like a clown, AG. Because
Young's rookie
like
year. We had all four. We had all four defensive linemen in there. Young's rookie year, bro.
Yep.
That's wild. If you think about it, all four defensive linemen in the Pro Bowl.
Sweat.
All of them. All four of them motherfuckers made it. Payne and Allen, they all made it.
But Allen and Payne they were a year apart.
No, they all made it that year.
Oh, 2020.
Yeah.
That was fool's gold, though. They were a good defense. Marcus says, I'm tired of the football. Keeps bouncing off Noah Brown's face mask. We should rotate more. Noah and Dayami at number 2. My thing is, why are they trying to make Noah Brown a no wide receiver run, man?
Why are we saying we should rotate with Dayami? Dayami ain't done.
Well, what I'm saying is, that's 4 games. I think it's 4 games where Noah Brown has more targets than anyone else. I got to go back and check. I think it's 4 games. That's insane.
It's not to me. He's open. Why is he open? Because no one trusts him to make a play. Dude, and you know what? Those defenses are right.
Man, in some places he's not open, but in this game, and Jaden still forces the ball to him.
Because he's a big ass target. He's like 6'4",
he is a big ass target.
Or some shit.
But I'd rather force it to Terry than force it to, Noah Brown. I'm not going to go through that Jaden Daniels. There was one play where Jaden Daniels wasn't expecting the snap, and it just comes, and he gets sacked by Micah Parsons. But this is one of the plays I was being very, very nitpicky on. The second quarter, we're going to go to 8:30 in the second quarter, where you can be the judge off of what you think he should have hit. Kim says, Luvu's a beast. He is a beast. He is a beast. Embarrassing loss, AG. That's right. That is right. Okay, it's 3rd and 9. We're going no huddle. This is 3 tempo plays in a row. We had the sack where Jaden wasn't expecting it. Then you had the short left pass to Dayami Brown, and then this play right here. It's a deep pass to Noah Brown, but you can see if Noah's open, but I think he had someone else open too. Like, do you take that one-on-one to Noah Brown? Why take that one-on-one to Noah Brown? Now look at the other receivers is all I ask you to do.
Shit, run about the middle of the field, you gone. They was all gonna look.
I mean,
paper knife.
He's already released at this point.
Are you better to hit one of these 2 guys?
Yeah.
But Zach Ertz was not out of his route yet. But this is what people were talking about on social media. If Jaden hangs in the pocket for a half second more, because the pocket wasn't collapsing just yet, he'll have Ertz in the middle of the field. No, that was pretty close. Maybe not. But he did have these 2 guys in the middle. But he took the big ball, the deep ball to Noah Brown. I don't know if that was the right read, but that's what he took.
Let's be real. If he dumps off the Ertz, it's more talk about all he does is dump it off. He doesn't take shots down the field.
No, I don't think nobody's saying that about him.
I don't know
if he's.
But do you think he's making decisions based on what we say?
No, I'm just talking about the people.
I think
about him not taking. Yeah. About him not hanging in the pocket and taking the dump off.
I think that
people complain that he wouldn't take it.
I think it's back to your
for a reason to complain.
I think it's back to your first point, Phil, about him trying to think more and be perfect and have the pressure on his shoulders.
This is more instinctual right here. I think this is less thinking. He just he's standing in the pocket. He sees a one-on-one with Noah Brown. He's going deep downfield. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah. And so now we're going to go to 5-10. So
Except for the fact that it's Noah Brown he's throwing to, but that's totally different story.
So Jaden on the books had 2 interceptions. Both were kind of flukes. The one was the Hail Mary at the end of the game. And then there's this one right here, which is kind of bullshit if you think about it. But it was just a wild sequence of plays, and I don't know if I've ever seen it like this before. It's kind of how, if you remember Frankie Louvu earlier in the year, he kind of did this. But Jaden dumps it off to Brian Robinson, and he's just not quite ready for it when he's turning it, and it kind of bounces off him and goes right into the lineman's arm. This is like the same thing that happened to Frankie Louvu. So it's 5-10 in the second quarter. It's 1st and 10 on the Dallas 28. This should have just been a routine dump off to Brian Robinson, and it just turns and ends up right in his arm. I mean, shitty as it may be, it was terrible. Like it doesn't get any worse than that. Like that's just that
Yo,
was the start of our terrible luck.
I
That was
I
just
think that this play gave me cancer. I saw this and I was like, what?
how does that even happen? Yeah, I mean Frankie
No.
Louvu did this.
Well, no, he should have. No, Brown should just caught the ball, dog.
That's
Hit
what
him
I'm
right in his
saying.
hands. Just hit him right in his fucking hands, bro.
It was a little bit in front of him, but he still should have caught it and pulled it in.
Yeah, should have
Watch.
out, man. That's silly. Right there.
Yeah,
He turned around before he caught it.
Sure
He
did.
turned around before he caught it, man.
I mean,
He
granted,
heard
this
footsteps.
isn't going
He already
anywhere.
had turned around before he caught it.
Yeah, and if it developed properly, man, he had a wall of blockers too right there.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't developing that well, but who was the guy that came in? I want to watch that block. Allegretti was already looking for the next level blocking, so he chips him and hits to the next level, or actually doesn't touch him. Come on, Brandon Coleman, run a little faster, bro.
Back up here. What is Wiley?
No one's blocking anybody.
No, I think that was supposed to.
They're setting up the screen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think he's supposed to push him to the inside and
I see what he's doing.
Yeah.
I see what he's doing, but I feel like he could have released sooner.
He turned him inside like he's supposed to.
Who you mean?
Parsons, Wiley on Parsons. He turns him inside 71. He pulls him inside. That's what he's supposed to do. He did the right thing. Pull him inside.
Cosby, and here's the thing: because Allegretti went to second level, it looks like Cosby blew the block. Cosby was late switching over because he was already engaged with another guy, and Allegretti just had his back turned.
Man, not really.
I mean, that was Coleman's guy. That was Coleman's guy.
But how was Coleman?
I guess no. The dude stunted. It was a stunt. The dude went to the inside.
And Allegretti just turned.
Yeah, I mean it was just terrible at all.
Yeah, Robinson.
And I'll be honest with you.
Bro.
I'll be honest with you. I was not mad at most of the game that Cliff Kingsbury called. I was more mad at the execution of the plays that were called. There's a lot of poor execution. Now, whether that's on the players, on the coaches, on a combination of both, don't know. But I was more mad at the execution than I was anything else on a lot of these plays.
And this play right here, after that interception, this is the continuing drive. It's 24 seconds left and a half. So this play right here is just kind of how I knew things are just not going to go our way. It's just terrible. So 24 seconds left and a half.
That's the person.
Igby gets the interception, turns around, fumbles. Dallas gets it, but it would end up being a pass interference on Igby in the first place. But it was just a wild sequence of events. I'm like, all right, there's.
You saw that. I mean, it was like a precursor for the fourth quarter.
Things just don't want to be. I mean, I think it was.
I saw that pick. I got so excited, right? Because realistically, I think that was a real ticky-tack bullshit.
It was a very ticky-tack call.
Because it's like
that's stupid, though. Nigga fumble the ball.
He didn't just fumble that shit with woo.
That's why he's defensive back and he's not a skill position player.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't think you should ever do sound effects again.
If he could catch and run with the ball, he'd be a wide receiver.
He was like, "Woo! What the fuck was that?"
Yay!
I knew you were gay.
Look at him, just whoop. Look, boom. I mean, that was CeeDee Lamb too, man. That was CeeDee Lamb. Tim Callaway, you get penetration up the middle. Jay will most likely run, pause, or look to the right. That's where Noah Brown is at. Jim Sleazy. What's up, Jim? How you doing, man?
Not always, as we will see later in the game.
New York. AG, our known weaknesses are finally being exposed. Yeah, there's film. There's tendencies. Philly exposed tendencies.
There ain't really. I don't know. I don't believe it.
No,
I think it's tendencies.
We're handing over games.
We're handing over games, and it's just like one position every game has been.
It's like whose turn is it to make a stupid play today?
That's we're gonna get into it, but yeah.
Let's be real. We lost games by 17. We lost by 7, 1, 8, and 8.
Yeah.
We've only ever gotten our asses really kicked one game.
Yep. So coming out the gate, once again, we tend to come out the gate pretty good in the second half with some explosive plays. I think that's 3 games in a row we've come out the gate kind of explosive. So we came out the gate firing Terry.
Well, it tells me that Cliff is at least trying to make adjustments.
Where was this before? So hold on. look at that cushion off Terry McLaurin on the bottom. That's almost 10 yards. And to find this, like, I don't know why this isn't a hot route or like you should be able to see it, or if this was the design play, but it's just a simple quick slant to Terry. Bam, that's there. And if we're not seeing that and exposing it, we should be.
That felt even late.
Yeah, it did feel even late. That was a great play, though. Good little pass. Love to see it.
Slant patterns.
Now, it's a second.
Yeah, straight up. So we end up scoring on that drive. We're going to watch this scoring play. We're going to go to 9:59 in the third. This is Jaden Daniels' first touchdown of the game on the ground. It was very, very fun to see. Great play. And I thought, okay, this is it. Now we're finally going to get right. Now we're going to figure this thing out for sure. And just a good.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, okay, we're cooking now.
My man looked healthy. My man looked quick, decisive on that play. Eckler, nope, pull, done. They got the lineman, froze the linebacker, froze them all. Oh, yeah, I stopped it too soon. Froze them all. They're flat-footed, almost all of them. Bam, gone. And then now, watch Ben Sinnott on the block right here, out of the backfield.
Bam.
Just monster block, dude.
Somebody in the chat on Sunday
it was Andre Shorter
was saying that our tight ends can't block. Two of them do good blocks on this play.
I've seen them miss it one time, and that was Ben Sinnott last week, and he got stood up by Philly. He got put on Josh Sweat. Ass. But that was it.
He's a tight end on defense on a speed rushing defensive end.
Yeah, that's what happened. Key in on Ben Sinnott right here. Just what a block, dude. That's what I'm here for. That's what I want to see. So that was fantastic, by the way. That was good. Good. AG says we need to upgrade our talent in a few spots, high floor, low ceiling. We have no depth, bro. We need depth. We don't have depth. We have good starters in a few key positions, but no depth.
Some of these motherfucking starters should be depth.
I'll let you guys read Marcus's comment while I get on to the next one. Oh, and after this touchdown, for the record, Austin Seibert missed the extra point. So this is his first missed extra point. I had to pause there for a second.
I'm going to talk about old Seibert for a second, but in a little bit. But Marcus says, I'm so sick. Benjamin St. Juice can beat on the same route. Miles Bryant's on the Texas practice squad. We sign him off the PS. Texas are deep at corner, and that's why he is on it. Bench BSJ. Lattimore's coming at some point.
I think that's going to fix it. Yeah, I think it's going to fix it.
That's good. That's going to take BSJ out of the field. And
I don't think it will. I think it'll take
your only liability. The only liability is a partial liability. And Igby he makes dumb BSJ type plays, but he also plays some solid coverage at times too. So
I think Igby's going to be the one off. They put BSJ on the third receiver. I think
Why?
Igby will come out.
Why?
Igby's getting beat by third receivers, bro.
So is BSJ.
Yeah, I bet they go BSJ. You don't go from number one.
BSJ gets beat badly.
I don't think he gets. I don't think he go. Everybody on this team gets beat, dog. There's not one person on this team that don't get beat every game, dog.
If Igby's behind a receiver, but he's close enough to make a play. If he sees that receiver go up for the ball, he makes no effort to do anything except hit the receiver.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not denying that. I'm just saying they're all equally terrible. And you got one guy who's been guarding number ones and terrible. You think they're just gonna go from guarding number ones to not playing?
Yes,
I don't think so.
All right,
this Forbes.
This was Rush.
Forbes was never starter though, man.
Yeah, he was
under Ron.
When? No, he wasn't. Nah, Fuller and BSJ started over him, bro.
We were running three corners.
I'm talking about the top. No, we had Fuller too, right? Fuller and
we had Fuller. Yeah, he wasn't cornerback one or two, but I think we were in nickel quite a bit. So
I forgot who the third. We had another third. I thought Quan or somebody else was playing that three.
No, Quan was playing box safety. He was taking like the
not him, but the nigga that went to the Rams, man.
Oh, Cam Curl.
Cam, yeah, that's who played the slot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Forbes wasn't in that fucking game, bro.
All right, this is Cooper Rush touchdown, 4:45 to.
This one pissed me off.
I think it's Jalen Tolbert. Is his first name? I think his name is Tolbert. I forget his first name, but just turn, ball's there.
I ain't mad at that. I mean, good players make plays, man.
Yeah,
it's a good play.
So at this point, it was 10-9, 10-9. Right here.
It stayed that way for a long time.
It did. Like I said, it was a boring ass game.
It's almost like they're almost have position.
Oh,
I don't understand why.
Mikey.
I don't understand why Wagner is right there, not over in the area or in a cloud coverage kind of situation. Like, why is he in the same area as Luvu?
I don't know. It's a waste of space. There's more space to be covered elsewhere.
I feel like I said, it could.
I think they were trying. Honestly think they were trying to cut off the inside slant. I think that's what they were expecting.
Yeah,
much like what Terry did on that one we showed, where it was a slant and it was just right there, and like we saw Terry score on a slant play like that a couple weeks ago against the Giants. I think that they were just trying to. I think they were trying to get in the way of any slant passes because I think that's what they were expecting.
Yeah. AG says the rookie's playing great. Forbes is done. Yeah, Mikey's the sheriff, man. He's made a name for himself. He's here to stay, especially after he held AJ Brown to almost nothing. So it's 10-9 on this play. So this is a play at 4:05 in the third. I thought if he had hung in the pocket for a half second later, he had Terry deep. But this is just I'm being a little picky on this one. I feel like he had Terry over the middle. If there was no urgency in the pocket there, but he missed that. But if you watch
here's
Terry,
the thing. Remember, it was Jaden's dirt, worm burning balls. Not anymore.
No, I was just saying, no health. There's no the ribs. Not even a question. These balls were lasers. But did he have Terry? If he'd have hung in the pocket, the rush wasn't there. There was no one in front of him. If he lets that develop, I mean, look at Terry.
I think he just sailed it.
No, what I'm saying is, was Terry the right read on that play? That's all I'm asking. Is Terry the right read? Because he did.
Maybe I don't know. There's too deep back there. He's kind of bracketed.
They didn't break down until he
was already 10 yards out of Jaden's hand when he throws that.
They didn't break down until he threw it.
I think Terry could have split.
Yeah, Terry's about to cross into cross into double coverage.
Yeah.
He was going for the man sitting in the zone back here because this is a 2D.
Again, I think Ertz still cut that shallow. I still think Ertz cut that.
Yeah, I think so too.
Let's watch that.
I think Ertz cut that shallow. I think he's supposed to be at that 50. Be at that 50, bro.
Yeah.
And I think that's where he's supposed to be. Like
a catchable wall
at that 5 on the 50. But I think he threw it where he's supposed to be, and he didn't get where he's supposed to be at.
Yeah,
that's what I think. I don't know. I'm not trying to blame
right
Jake
read
for
because it's right read because that was a 2 deep. I'm sorry, was that 3 deep?
It was 2 deep.
It was 2 deep.
2 deep.
It was a 2 deep. You always get that soft corner, and that soft spot in the zone around the corner. If you look at it on a square box, and that's where Ertz was heading. He threw it into where the empty spot was. Ertz cut it short and got right behind the backer instead.
Yep. And then this play right here is Jeremy Chin just comes out like a rocket ship.
Jeremy Chin commits his second manslaughter of the day.
This was just a phenomenal play, and it was totally legal. A totally legal hit. It was beautiful. I forget what the flag was for on that play. I believe there was no flag on the play.
No,
it was legal formation.
Legal
formation. And so Jeremy Chin, man, this is what I love to see, man. Just bringing the physicality, the intensity, just bam.
Yeah, he smacked the shit out of him.
And they had to replay it because I thought maybe homeboy, what was that? Was that Turpin? No, 83. I thought he made a football move. And then when we fumbled,
I knew he had.
And then when we fumbled the next possession or later in the game, I'm like, they're gonna get us, right? But they're not gonna get it. So I was just pissed off on that one. But
I
thought he made a football.
Talking about the Bates move, the Bates fumble.
Yeah. That was
Bates Clinton fumble.
Yeah, but I thought he made a football.
I did too. I think it's one of them ones that they had a call to the fumble on the field. It would have been a fumble,
but they didn't have enough to overturn it.
Right.
Yeah, which is kind of bullshit. All right, 32 seconds left in the third quarter. This is also just once again we're over analyzing Jaden Daniels because why not? He's our rookie quarterback, man. We're not talking bad about him. I feel like he missed Zach Ertz on this play, but you be the judge.
He's getting time, and I think he's thinking too much.
Yeah. So Zach Ertz was open in the middle. That was once again a covered Noah Brown.
But was he covered?
No,
That's a catchable ball, man.
It was
I think he got an arm in there, though.
like I said, nitpicking, totally
Terry
catchable
catches
ball.
I think he got his.
Totally
I think
catchable
the defensive back got his arm in there.
He did. He just
So I think it was an equally good defensive play. I'm not too mad at him for that one. I think a better receiver catches it, but I don't think that's a catch that necessarily every receiver makes. I think the defensive back got his arm in and played it perfect. Hand on his back,
right on top
threw the ball right through. It's textbook defense.
Yep.
But like you said though, Steve, hit the fucking dude wide open.
Yeah, like I said, I think I keep going back to Phil's point. I think he's just trying to make a no mistake, get the bigger play. But
football's kind of weird though, bro. It's not. We look at it like we're just looking at this angle and playing Madden and shit, dog. You just don't hit the open receiver in the NFL. You go through reads and this 1, 2, 3. Those are the guys you got open.
And it's time.
If the fourth guy's open, you ain't gonna see him, bro.
No, not at all. That's what I'm saying. We're Monday night quarterbacking for sure.
We don't know what his first read is or what his second read is or whatnot, man. That might have been what he's coached to do.
Absolutely. I'm not nitpicking him. I'm just pointing out things, as he grows, maybe these things will change. All right, that's the end of the third quarter. It's 10-9. 10-9. That was 7:28 Cowboys, 7:32 TOP. So that was a very even quarter, very boring quarter. So now we're going to go all the way down to 5:21 in the fourth quarter. So we're getting down to the wire.
Game got interesting.
And this is where it gets interesting.
We'd have missed 2 field goals.
Yes. So it's 13-9 at this point. Dallas had already kicked another field goal. So 13-9, and they're going down to score again. And here, sure enough, just busted coverage.
That looked just like the play the defensive coach said in his press conference 2 weeks ago, where he said, "Hey, we were in a look and we've gotten beat on the same look every time. We're not going to do it again." And they did it again. It looks exactly like I've seen this exact same defense.
The tight end, another rookie, Theo Johnson.
The Giants.
Beat us for the Giants. Caught a touchdown.
It's almost like I don't know whose player is right here, but
it's Chin.
He was expecting to have help behind him.
It's Chin.
Yeah.
No,
Chin,
but only Chin was it because
Chin thinks that Percy Butler's behind him. He doesn't know that Percy Butler's cheated all the way over
to CD Lamb's side.
But I feel like
the right move.
But I feel like that's what it was supposed to happen. I feel like Percy Butler's not responsible there. I feel like that's what's supposed to happen, and he didn't run with him.
Well, I don't know where the communication breakdown
was. Fundamental football, man. If you're playing in a box, man, and a receiver crosses your face, you are to follow him until you visibly see another guy pick him up in your zone. Yeah, it's classic cover 3, dog. Look, ran right by him. That's your job, man. It don't matter. It don't matter if he's supposed to be behind you or not. Until you visibly see him, guard him, dog. You're supposed to follow him in cover 3. I'm not saying I'm not better than an NFL player or anything, but I'm just saying that's fundamental football, bro. We had the same mistake last year, man, with Cam and all the sectors here last year. The same thing, man. Or linebackers, let the guy go right by him. Go right by him, man.
Jim,
don't put a hand on him, nothing.
Hey, Jimmy Lee, I was supposed to wear a bag on my head. I said, if we lose to the Cowboys, I'm gonna put a bag on my head. I don't have a bag, but I have a clown outfit. So I'm a clown. I feel like a clown for saying that. Okay, this is the best you're gonna get, and I'm taking this off.
Clown? Does he amuse you?
It's annoying as fuck.
Funny.
I'm taking it. I'm taking it off. All right, now we're gonna go down to. No, I'm not gonna watch the play where Terry went like 10 yards backwards, or the play where Jaden was sacked by Micah Parsons. We're gonna go to
Steve's hair. He is actually a natural ginger. We just exposed that.
That's right, and I haven't had hair since I was 21 years old, so there's that too. Shaved it off and it never came back. Blame it on all the vaccinations I got. Just kidding. I did get like 30 shots where I went to Iraq and then I lost my hair. But okay, we're gonna go to 3:45. 3:45 in the fourth quarter. This is Jaden finding old dynamic Dayami again. He did catch a ball. He was the leading receiver there for a little bit. Great play. He climbs up to get it. This was a great play. I mean, all joking aside,
we needed that one too.
Great, we really did need it. He climbed up the ladder, went to go get it, and he held onto it.
Can you do that more than once every couple of games? Maybe
you don't throw to him once, you don't get it once.
I don't know, Phil. Yeah. I don't know. I hope so if he gets the opportunities. But this was a defensive offside and they declined it. So it was
I feel like he's a less productive and less likable Cam Sims.
A much shorter one. John, what's up, John? Yep. Shout out to Bleeding Berg. He was on there Friday, popped in to say hi. Butler was doubling over on Lamb, main threat. Yeah, I'm not wrong. I'm not mad at him going over to help CD. That was the play because CD was killing us all game long.
Really? Because he was killing us with catches, but not yards.
Correct.
Yeah, right.
It was little, dink and dunk for
You know how they like giving out those fades to the corner, man, from like 30 yards out, man.
Hold on. John says go look at Luke on this play. We should go look at Luke on this play. Can we see Luke? Or do I got to go back to the other view? Was Luke wide open? Oh, yes, coming across the middle right there. Yeah. I don't know if that would have been better, but Luke.
I don't know.
No, it wouldn't have been because that was third down and it wasn't long enough for the change.
We needed that.
Yeah, it wasn't for the change. I saw that too, and I'm like, it wouldn't have been enough.
Yeah. There is the next play, though, the next two plays. So now we're going to go 3-0. So we end up scoring on this drive. All right. We end up scoring on this drive 3-0-6. So for the most part, people thought the game was over. Or the feeling was, okay, this game is practically over. We end up scoring with Zach Ertz down on a goal line here. Great play. Great way to extend the play by Jaden.
I feel like Jaden started playing a lot better when he just stopped. He just read and threw. And
it was beautiful.
You saw that, and you're going to see it big time coming up. But when Jaden just plays and he stops overthinking it, I really think that's what it is. And I think that's just a rookie thing. Like, he's now got enough time under his belt that now he's thinking.
And
Jaden, he was doing out of instinct because it was, hey, the game's moving fast.
Perfect example on this play right here. This is the 2-point conversion, which we had to get. Good block by Eck. Seals off the outside. So Micah Parsons was pissed on this play. Yeah, if you remember, all his guy had to do was contain. I am on the inside. You contain. Don't seal. Don't cut inside. And so, yeah.
Run fits.
Yes.
Run fits are important.
At this point, it's 20-17, folks. 20-17.
And here I am. I'm like, damn, okay. All right.
We got a shot.
Right.
It may not a Hail Mary miracle, but whatever you want to call it. We might actually have a chance to put this thing into overtime. All we have to do is get the ball back. All right. There's 3 minutes and 2 seconds left at this point, and we have 2 timeouts. Plenty of time.
And a 2-minute drill.
Plenty of time. And
then we got the 30 kickoff here.
Yes.
And then this fuckery happens.
And he fumbles it. And that spin move was just he hit R2 and circle, gone.
That's whoever that was that didn't stay in his lane and got into the other lane.
That was Jordan McGee. He's a rookie linebacker who just came back from injury.
Came back like in week 3 or 4.
Man.
No, he's been, he was on the 21-day recovery list.
Man, it's all solid. You just kick the goddamn ball into the end zone, man. I don't understand why you would even put it in play with the most dangerous returner in football. He's the most dangerous returner in football.
Don't care. They had him pinned and they overcommitted.
Kick him to the fucking end zone, man.
Yeah, why even give him a chance to return
kicking into the fucking end zone, man.
Because
why do you kick that short?
Cyber doesn't kick to the end zone.
Man, I guarantee we can find clips of him kicking the goddamn ball to the end zone.
Not on a consistent basis.
Yeah. All we need to do is once, man. Kicking into the fucking end zone, man. And kick your
wait. Why are we always?
That's a block in the back.
Why is it we cannot hold players accountable? Everybody wants to blame the kicker. All right,
first of all, a player.
This kicker until he got hurt was God to everyone, and then he comes back. He has one bad game, and suddenly everybody wants him gone. And we don't even focus on the fact that, like on this, they had the guy pinned. He bobbled the kickoff. He should have been pinned inside the 10. And no,
I don't want him cut, man. Nothing. I'm just saying, dude. You have a bad game, I'll call you out on it, man. I've called Wiley out on bad games, Terry out on bad games.
No. We're talking to the fan base right now.
Bad game.
No one wants to sit there and say, you know what?
He lost the game.
You know what? They should have had that guy pinned back inside.
They should have had a pin, but should have been in the situation you think about the goddamn end zone. You kick it out the end zone, make an extra point, and win this game. As bad as we played, they still win the game if you make a makeable field goal out of the 2, kick the extra point, and kick the ball to bounds, and kick out. We still be like, man, we shouldn't have won, but we won. That should have been one of them games. This should have been the first Giants game, man. Just like that, man. I don't know how we won, but I'll take it. That's how we should have been talking today, man. But instead, we had a kicker who not only missed one field goal, he missed 2 makeable field goals, then missed the extra point, then proceeded to kick a ball out of bounds on a kickoff, and then let another onside kick a line drive onside kick to do that returned it. So you allowed 2 kick returns, a missed extra point, and a field goal in the last 2 minutes of a game.
Dude's been cut for less.
Yeah, 100%.
But so, we are. What else? I mean, if we were actually going to be competitive and make the playoffs, sure. But
I don't think you should cut him. I mean,
I don't think you should cut him. I don't think
this is a game. He's giving us more ups than downs, man. But it's still your fucking fault, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's not his fault we lost the game.
It's 100%. It's 100% his fault we lost the game.
You had 59 other minutes to make it right against a team you were favored by 10. Don't put it on the kicker.
Man, look, football's a game of ups and downs on offense and defense for sure. Everybody has their hand in it, right? But if you miss 3 field goals, 2 field goals, an extra point, kick a kick return, and then kick a line drive onside kick for another kick return. You get 2 kick returns in 2 minutes and miss an onside kick, miss an extra point. You lost the game, bro. Because all you had to do is make a field goal, the extra point, and kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, and we win. Out of all the bullshit that we did, fucked up wrong to lose this game, you do those things right, we win.
Or just kick an extra point and go to overtime.
Man, kick the extra point, make it. That's how you.
AG's right. We've been sleepwalking to Chicago.
It wouldn't matter if we made it because he turned around and fucking gave a kick return right after. Why not kick it to the end zone? That's what I'm trying to say.
No, not on that one. I'm talking about the next one.
Yeah. It's just crazy, man. It's just
so this is 220. Just a Jaden scramble.
Somehow Cyber completely blew wedge discipline.
No, wedge discipline's on McGee or whoever, dog. But you shouldn't have had to worry about wedge discipline because the ball should have went in the fucking end zone. Like who tells you not to kick it into the end zone, man? That didn't look like he was told to kick it into the end zone.
John said he kicked the ground. I thought the rest would make him replace his divot. Maybe that was maybe
he kicked this ground against Pittsburgh or whoever it was. We lost that game by a fucking point. He kicked the ground. Remember that he kicked the only other field goal. One he had blocked. The other one, the one he actually missed, he kicked the fucking ground. Didn't he hit the ball?
So this one, this is 211 right before the first.
That's a habit.
So this play right here. So previous plays, Jaden has taken the home run ball and he's let the play develop. We still had the 2-minute timeout. This is where I really wished he would have let the play develop because he had Luke wide open down here on the 30. Just watch. You had Luke. You had no one in your face. Like right there. Let it develop for a half second longer. Too. But you had Luke right here. It would have been a much bigger play. You know what? It's all.
What? This is. See, everybody talks about. Oh, he's Dan Orlovsky said that Jaden's pressing. I don't think he's pressing so much as that until the fourth quarter, Jaden was overthinking.
Yeah, he had 79 yards. Not even 79 yards, I think. But
yeah, it was something like that. But then here, I mean, he's just taking the quick pass because it was open, it was safe, and get the ball out of bounds. Yeah. That's what he was going for.
And so it gets interesting right after this. So we go down 2 plays later, and we immediately kick the field goal. And I really like that strategy. You kick the field goal, 144.
A little antsy on that one.
Yeah,
but I understood the thought process.
Yeah, I get it. So you have your 2 timeouts, and
you really don't even need the onside.
This almost turned out to be genius clock management, which we are not.
It almost did. So, anyways. We kick the field goal, we kick it back, we kick the onside kick, they get it, they end up punting back to us, and then 33 seconds left. It's almost time for another miracle in Landover.
And we almost had it.
It's 27-20 at this point.
Where's Phil Bullock? Where's Phil Bullock?
And then it's the Terry show.
Phil Bullock, are you in the chat?
Terry wills this to himself. He wills us to victory. Look at that.
What a play.
Just outran all 4 names.
I can't catch that old man.
5 if you count this guy.
Run, old man.
Oh, Terry can't outrun anybody. Oh, Terry's slow.
I said it.
Terry's dead.
I said it too.
No, that's your God right there.
I said it too. I said he couldn't do it either no more. I was wrong.
Beautiful play.
Or the Cowboys are slow, 1-2.
86-yard touchdown. At that point, it's 27-26.
He does that last week. We win the game.
27-26, and then 2 plays left, ladies and gentlemen. An extra point and a kickoff.
We gotta watch this again. This would have been This could have been highlights for decades.
Look at the stands. Look at the
goddamn
crowd.
extra point.
Man, they were
And
hyped,
it's over, but man, that was beautiful.
Everybody was like, "Oh my God, we're actually gonna win this game." I mean,
Beautiful.
everybody felt that way. Everybody, I know we were in
Till
the chat. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, we're gonna," and then this jackrabbit.
And that's when he
yeah.
won the game, dude.
The crazy thing is, though, is that did he get the laces around?
He
it?
got
No,
the
he got it down. It was off time a little bit, but he got it down.
Tressway recovered perfectly.
Yeah, he just missed that, dog.
He just missed it. There was
He
hit it with the side of his fucking foot. If you watch slow motion, the side of his fucking foot, bro.
All you had to do was get a point. Look at those damn fans in the background, man. All you had to do
left already. They had all
1 point when we were in overtime. We're in overtime. Damn it! And then the next play was, I
just saw somebody in the crowd like just like and punch the seat. There, man.
And then this right here.
Yeah, what? Why, dog? Like,
hey, he probably had a contract incentive. Man. Why not?
By the way, that was stupid of him not taking the slide there because they could have easily did another miracle right here because of that.
Yeah,
and they might have it. If dude catches that pass,
and then he's gone. And then we're not going to watch the
Eckler. He catch that shovel pass, man. He might have been able to do something with it.
Oh man! All right, everyone. Overreaction Monday. AG says kicking the ground is what hurt the kicker's hip. I've done it before. That sucks. That sounds like it's terrible.
But you're not a professional kicker, bro.
4.35 speed there. Yep. All right, guys. Real quick in the chat. Let's go Overreaction Monday. What's your overreaction? It doesn't have to be a truth. It doesn't have to be.
Terry's fast as fuck. That's my overreaction.
It's an overreaction.
Terry's fast
as fuck. Phil, what's your overreaction, man?
This fan base is already turning on everything we've been trying to build this year. I'm already seeing how we are just the same as we were on the run. We are frauds. We are terrible. We should have had this thing. We should be a 12-win team because you could do it in one season. It only takes one season to turn a terrible franchise for the last 25 years into a perennial 12-win team. I got told that today, by the way.
Who's all these people telling you this, man?
People online. One of them is in our chat right now. But it's just nonsense of well, we're frauds. We all this other stuff. Like, we are just terrible. We are awful. We are no better than we were under Ron. All this other stuff. It's like, what?
Yeah, there's a lot to be happy for right now.
There's a lot of moving parts here. We caught a lot of people off guard because they didn't expect us to be as good as we are, and they didn't think that the parts that we had would gel as quickly as they did.
Yeah, true story. John says we're fucked at running back. That's a good overreaction, man. We might be. We might be with Eckler. Bro, I don't know if Eckler should even come back, man. That dude was out cold. That's his second one this year.
That was scary.
Night.
Yeah, that's Jordan Reed territory, man. That's a good overreaction, John. I like that. For me, my overreaction is we're going to win 2 more games, maybe, and then not make the playoffs because the NFC North.
That'd be the worst case
scenario. And here's the thing. None of our home games are going to be home games anymore.
Well, the Eagles games.
We lost the Eagles game. You see all the Cowboys fans that were in
the Eagles always choke in December.
Joe noticed that? That was a 50-50 crowd.
Yeah, we haven't had that in forever.
Eagles always choking.
No. We haven't had it all season. Our stadium has been a home field advantage.
Oh, you mean yeah. But even
when I went to the game, it was already
lost the Eagles game. We're 7-4, and this fan base can't show out.
Even in 2012, though, at the division championship, week 16, it was still 50-50, the RG3 year. I think it's just something about Cowboys fans in this area, man. They're just fucking everywhere, dude. Like,
Cowboys fans everywhere. They're out here.
Roaches, man.
They need to be made. This is where, and God bless our former co-host Ellie, because he hates it when I say this. But there's some truth to this.
You sound like Ellie's dead or something.
No, I said God bless him. I didn't say God rest his soul. There's a difference. God bless Ellie, because I know he's a family man and all this other stuff. Cowboys fans can't be made to feel so welcome.
Yeah, if you beat them, you better. It might help.
Burgundy and gold wearing fans. I'm not saying go out and start punching them all. but don't buddy their ass. If you're nice to them, it's because they come to you with their tail tucked between their legs, hat in hand, just wanting to have a good game. But they're gonna come in and act like the typical asshat Cowboys fans. Don't make them feel welcome. Don't let them feel like they can come back year after year.
But you know what? I need my team to back me up on the field too. You can't play like that, like shit you saw on Sunday.
I'm talking about that,
but I'm saying it helps. It helps the point a little more.
They're 7-4.
Your ass.
They're 3-7,
and they beat us.
Why are they feeling so comfortable?
We had no room to talk shit at all to them.
We don't want to be the bad guy.
Cooper Rush is the
Cooper Rush is Tom Brady, man.
Next Danny Dimes, man. Beats
this
us
team,
every time.
we make you look like a perennial all-star, dude. It's hard to talk shit when your team sucks.
Fans, and fuck our fans for being too damn nice.
How are you gonna talk shit though when we play like ass? Like it just you
talk
just
shit before the games. So they don't show up.
I get that, but they're everywhere around here. They always. I'm telling you, we could go.
They show up and they show their ass because they're the most classless bunch of asshats not named Philadelphia Eagles fans. All right,
I
hate
know.
Cowboys.
I went to a Dallas game in Dallas, and they were
I hate
fantastic.
The fact they show up in our stadium because we give them, we sell our tickets to them, you know, and we make them feel like it's okay to be a Dallas fan in this town. It's not okay.
All SeatGeek sees is someone in the DMV bought a ticket. They don't know who the fan is. They could
stop selling your shit on SeatGeek on Dallas game. You find your neighbor.
Oh well, I don't.
Go find your coworkers, the ones you know support your team.
Yeah,
I'm so sick and tired of every time we have a home game against Dallas. It's 50-50. 50-50 is an improvement for us. All right. Steve and I went to Dallas Washington football team game a couple years ago. We might as well have been playing the game in freaking Arlington.
Yeah, it was bad. It was like 80-20. But yeah,
Jesus Christ.
It was bad.
And the only reason I didn't get into a fight in that game with the asshole 2 seats over from me is because I respect Steve.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Because the dude wouldn't. I'm trying to leave, and the dude won't move because he wants to just be a 6'8", 280-pound piece of shit. And I'm like, I don't care at this point. I'm mad. We almost come back on him in that game, and we lost because of some dumb bullshit. That was the game. What's his name? Dropped the ball right in his hands. He dropped one of Taylor Heineke's ducks. He could have had it right there. Who was it?
Excuse me.
The guy everyone thought was gonna be better than he was.
Josh Doxson?
Robert Brown? I don't remember. Anyway, nonetheless, another one of these guys people think is it's another Noah Brown or De'Ami Brown. It's another one of these guys that people think is going to be much better than he actually is, and they aren't because they actually suck and they wouldn't even make half the rosters in this league. But they're our number 2 receiver because God forbid one guy doesn't want to walk down field. Anyway, all right. Getting off my rant about how our receivers suck outside of Terry McLaurin, who is Jesus Christ reincarnated, but even he can't commit all the miracles needed to save this team week in and week out. Okay, we need another wide receiver. Nonetheless, stop making Dallas fans feel like it's okay. We're all fans. We all like football. Let's be friends. Let's have a good game, buddy. Yes. No.
I don't know if the word's going to get out.
I'm telling them that I'm going to fuck their mothers. I am going to give them a finger. I'm going to say every nasty thing I could possibly say to them. And I'm going to do this anytime I go to a Dallas game. Even if I'm going to start going to Dallas games that are in Dallas.
Hey, I would, and they treated me like an honored guest.
No, because here's the thing. Dallas fans show up to our games, and Dallas isn't even playing. And they're wearing that stupid shit blue jersey of theirs
because
with Michael Irvin on it because they don't know anything about Dallas.
These are NBDs.
Dallas is on a map.
These are NBD Dallas fans,
except for whoever wears number 88 because that's the only number they recognize in Dallas.
These are not real Dallas fans. These are not Dallas fans in Dallas. These are Dallas fans in the DMV. NBD's never been to Dallas. They can't point it out on a map. They can't name another city in Texas besides Dallas. They can't tell you the capital of Texas. These are not. They don't know how the Dallas fan base really acts. They're just out there. We them boys. Oh, we them boys. Like they don't know how to be a real Dallas fan.
I know how the Dallas fan base acts.
You know what I
I've
mean?
been to other states in this country, and those roaches infest those places too. And those Dallas fans are just as shitty. I fucking hate Dallas fans. I hate Philly fans. Philly, by the way, talking mad shit on us for losing. Guess what? You know what, Philly? I wish when Wilson Good dropped the bomb on your city in 1985, it had been a nuke. Okay? Fuck you too.
Yeah. All right. We're way off topic here. Marcus said, overreaction. Our fan base are mad because people said Jaden Daniels needs to play better, which the whole team needs to execute better.
And he never wants to pay for drugs.
Never wants to pay for drugs. Fans wish we drafted Bo Nix. That's terrible. Bo Nix is a good quarterback, by the way. We should draft another quarterback next year. Trade JD while he's valuable. And those people are just smoking crack, man. John says, number 2, Rodriguez getting signed back.
Bo Nix sucked for the first 7 weeks of the season. Now you want to talk about how great he is.
He did. It was the inverse. Now he's on fire, and Jaden is, a little teetering there. Jamie Lee says, my reaction to everyone overrated, thought we might lose Cliff to a head coaching job. Yeah, it turned out to be right, man. He will be our coordinator from years to come. Rodriguez will come back to save the day. C-Rod. RG3 was dressed like my dad's single apartment couch back in 74. Looked like Matthew McConaughey, man. Look. I take the blame for the loss because I was wearing this the first half of the game. So I blame myself wearing an RG3 jersey, thinking it was,
Grip. Okay, no, hold on. No.
But there was a fight in the good seats according to AG. So
let's talk about Griff. All right.
Oh, the fight in the good seat in the club seats.
While I go on this soliloquy, Steve, find a picture of Griff at this game. Robert, you're at a Washington Commanders game.
He's a Texas
formerly the Washington football team, formerly the Washington Redskins, a team that you played for, a team that basically, as a professional, you are identified with. All right. You went to college at Baylor. So the Washington franchise has always been burgundy and gold. Baylor is a real gold and green. And you show up to this game wearing a goddamn cowboy hat and an orange suit. A Texas Longhorns orange suit. Did you ever play for the Texas Longhorns? No, you did not.
My man went to Baylor.
Who wears cowboy hats? Cowboys.
Oops.
So, Mr. Griffin, who are you rooting for?
Here's Robert. Cowboy hat. Got the Texas orange. You can see Chris Thompson, Chris Baker right there with him.
I don't want no. See, now we're letting people back in that should not be here. All right. Swaggy P left this team and did nothing but talk shit about the city, about the team, about everything. All right.
Yeah, but they kind of deserved it.
They did deserve all of it.
Yeah.
They deserved every single bit of it.
The organization
I don't care. What did he do?
And he was great for like 2 years.
Yeah, he's solid, man. I ain't even on Swaggy. He's
He's
more of a personality.
Anyway. Winning dance contests in the preseason.
Yeah, it was about they're trying to reconnect with the alums. Right. It's something Dan Snyder never did.
I like it. I like having him there, man.
Why is Griffin dressed like he's going to a Longhorns game?
I will watch the podcast with Swaggy and
playing the Cowboys. Why?
Swaggy and RG3 on it. I'll watch that podcast, man.
AG said fight in lower section 10-yard line. Okay.
You might got that on videotape. Is that still a thing?
Did we win? Did we at least win the fight?
As Steve would say, y'all videotape that?
I mean,
did we at least win the fight, AG?
Are you mad at Mikey Samerstill for wearing this? Does this upset you?
No, because Samerstill made plays for us.
He looked like an old Negro spiritual, bro.
Samerstill looks like he steps out of the car with a big step.
He looked like his middle name is Satchel.
He's part of the Hateful Eight.
Yeah. Back when black people wear those outfits, he was not welcomed at any location.
Yeah. John says Swaggy was dancing before plays.
Hey, white folks were worried about us taking all the white roads. I tell you one that we will never take. Yep. Michael J. Fox is in Back to the Future. We're never going back in time. There's no time where it worked out for us going backwards, bro.
No, never. And you guys know Jay-Z was at the game.
Yeah.
He's a lifelong Cowboys fan.
He was up there in the booth with Corday. If you know Corday, you know the rapper Corday from Bowie. Yeah. He was with Corday, and I guess Michael Rubin was up there with him. the owner of Fanatics, gazillionaire. So it was Jay-Z, Corday, and Michael Rubin in the booth that somebody got earlier. But pretty cool, man. I thought maybe Magic was trying to coax him to maybe be a partial investor. Wasn't really sure, but
well, he just knows that, like, being a Laker guy, you get the stars to come to the games, and then the cameras will be at the game.
That's what I'm saying. It just drives interest, and
it would be dope to kind of have, like, I know you guys aren't Knicks fans like me, but they got a celebrity row.
The only time Jay-Z has ever really cared about making investments in DC was when he was on that damn Peter Pan bus in the late 80s, running down here with
Peter Pan up in your room. Y'all fucking with whom? Allow me to retort. Yeah.
He won. Yeah, when he talks about it in the Watcher 2, talking about being on that Peter Pan bus. He's coming to DC.
Yep.
He was running. He used
to play basketball for Turpers, didn't he play?
No. He was running coke back and forth.
But I thought he played. I thought he like was on a team or something.
I don't think so.
He talks about serving them, and the Turpers got a dirt cheap with them.
In the late 80s, he was hanging out with Jazzo.
I know, but I thought he might have been on a
Cowboy fan got waxed, Phil. There
I thought
you
he
go.
played a
Thank you. Advertise that. All right, let some Cowboys fans know you come in and don't act like proper guests, you get waxed.
But do you want to get the label as worst fan base in the NFL?
I don't care at this point. I'm tired of being the nicest fan base.
I'm not being the nicest, but you don't want to be Philly where nobody's welcome. Like, you can't even take kids.
Philly fans are welcome in Philly.
Take kids to Philly.
You go to Philly, it's all Philly fans. I know what to expect when I go to Philly. I know to keep my head on a swivel.
Yeah. Yeah, but Philly's also not like nobody wants to live in Philly. That's the thing. That's why no one's in Philly but Philly games. Nobody lives in Philly. Nobody who's not already part of Philly. Everyone lives here. That's the problem, man.
I understand that, but you wipe your feet when you come into my house. You
take
true. Your shoes off.
True.
And you sit down and shut
you wanted.
This is Austin Siebert yesterday.
Boo.
You can tell he was crying, man.
I used to cry, man. It's a bad game.
Definitely don't want to do that. Just wasn't striking well, but it means a lot to me to be here with these guys. So just want to put my best foot moving forward.
That's not your
final
kicking
extra
foot.
point. It was a low snap. How much of a difference did that make?
Didn't make a difference at all. It's on me.
How did you feel coming in? You missed a couple of weeks.
Felt fine. I made the decision to play, and here we are.
A couple more, go. How did you feel? I'm like, you know how it feels when you're kicking well. When you're in that kind of mood, did you feel something different with yourself?
No.
Shank it.
Just didn't play well.
That's one. What happened on the outside? What happened on the outside kick?
I should have hit a little bit more left. Hit it right to the guy. That's what you get when that happens. So that falls on me too.
He just
on the kick before, were you trying to get it out the end zone?
Yeah, he owned it like a man.
Hit a dirty ball.
So he said it right here, Dev. Why he didn't kick it in the end zone?
Yeah, he kicked the goddamn ground.
Trying to get it out the end zone. What were you trying to do on that one?
Hit a dirty ball. Make him field it.
Oh, he did it on purpose.
I told you that, Dev. That was on purpose. It was designed that way.
I hit a dirty ball to make him field it, not I'd hit the ground first. So he did it on purpose.
You should have threw that before the end zone. That's stupid.
All right, guys. Stock up, stock down. Dev, let's start with you first, man. Yo's in the chat.
Stock up.
What's up, Deluxe? Stock up, stock down.
Jeremy Chin, even though he gave it that fucking touchdown, he had a pretty good game outside of that. Made a lot of good hits, made a lot of plays, made enough plays to keep us in the game for the most part. I'm going with Jeremy Chin's my up, down. Special teams, no matter if you say this on Cyber or not, there's still special teams. The not getting your gap, not being disciplining in gaps on kickoffs, the whole thing, missing extra points and field goals. Those are things that you don't have to give the stock down to special teams, even though they blocked one, but
they blocked one. Yep. Okay.
We blocked two. We blocked an extra field goal and a punt.
Yeah. That's right.
That's why I can't go completely down on special teams because they had some up plays too.
Yep.
When was the last time we blocked a field goal and a punt in the same game?
I know.
I don't even know that. And
when's the last time we blocked a field goal and a punt and won?
Yep. What about you, Phil? Stock up, stock down.
Stock up, Terry McLaurin.
I left him for y'all. I was gonna pick that one. But I left him for y'all. Just let y'all know. Good
And that's
Samaritan.
specifically for Phil Bullock, who says that Terry cannot outrun anybody.
I said that too, though, to Phil's defense, Bullock's defense. I said,
yeah, I know, but I give you shit offline about that. I can only talk to Phil Bullock online.
And what they call it, McLaurin
Terry
Hayden.
McLaurin almost caused us to have one. You understand? He scores a touchdown. We tie that game. We end up winning. Do you realize that becomes the signature highlight play of this rivalry for the next 5 decades?
Yep.
It's Terry McLaurin from Jaden Daniels. We could have had that moment. We were robbed of that. Stock down our run game. We're down. We're definitely down Eckler. I don't know what B-Rob's status is, but might be down him too because he got hurt twice. I'll give him this. I thought he was going to be done for the season on that first one, and he came right back out. I was like, it's tough. I don't question B-Rob's heart. You don't get hurt, come out in the game, get hurt again because you're trying to do something because you are the best option to run. But now we're down 2 running backs. We're down. It's going to be the Chris Rodriguez and Jeremy McNichols show at running back. Now, I could feel less confident than with those 2 guys. Those 2 guys, we've seen them do some things. But can they be the run threat that took all this pressure off of Jaden Daniels earlier in the season? Or is Cliff going to be like, well, I'm down RB1 and RB2. F it. We're throwing 50 times a game. That's my fear.
Then you know better than where we were last year. So hopefully not. I hope not.
Hopefully he takes advantage of the fact that teams are going to not think we're going to run.
Yeah. John says stock up just because he refuses to quit. Terry. Good call, just like Phil. Stock down, John Bates. Big time fumble, bad penalty early. Yeah, that fumble just killed us, man. Killed us.
Yeah, like whoever said, somebody in our thread said that Bates can't block. And I was like,
Andres George had none of the tight ends could. The tight ends are great at blocking.
And we showed a bunch of plays where like they were the ones making the blocks.
Yeah.
And they're asked, and here's the thing, because we run those unbalanced lines,
they're forced to
they're asked to block like defensive tackles, defensive ends.
That's right. AG says stock up, fan disrespect in the fight, stock down the coaching staff. Yeah.
AG gets what I'm saying. I'm not saying we need to be just the guys just go around bullying people. We just need to make opposing fans feel like they need to just kind of pipe it down a little bit. That's all.
Yeah. I love you. Shut the fuck up. Just like that. For me, stock up Frankie Louvu, man. He just keeps surprising us. Keep doing well.
Gotta vote for this man for the Pro Bowl.
Got to. Stock down. I'm so torn between the front 4 because Dallas was down 2 starting linemen. 2 starting linemen. And we only sat Cooper Rush 1 time with no pressure. 4 pressure, excuse me. No pressure. I still say no pressure. Let's see. Frankie Louvu played well, but he had some help in the pass game. So I'm torn between the offensive, the whole entire offense in Cliff Kingsbury for 3.75 quarters or the front 4. So I'm going to leave it at that. I don't know who to pick for my stock down, but they're both on the radar, man. The offense for 3 3/4 quarters. And the defense front 4, man, you couldn't get to Cooper Rush. This man threw for 45 yards 2 weeks ago. 45 yards against the Eagles, bro. 45 yards. And then he threw for he was so efficient. He was 24 of 32, 247, 2 touchdowns, a 117 rating, man. That is just unacceptable, man. Deluxe has stock up, Louvu stock down. Sorry, but he has 1 job. Hey, so did Cheese, man. So did Cheese. John Taman, stock up Coleman. I think we have our left tackle. Rush fell on his own end of game sack. Yeah, that's it. All right, Phil, let's start with you, man. Good, bad, ugly, great. This one should be fun.
Good. Jaden Daniels running the ball. That was very good. He led the team in rushing. Hold on 1 second, please.
Yep.
I might apologize, people. I'm actually fighting through a nasty little head
Did it come from the
cold.
front or the back?
I stifle my speech like a dumbass. You know, I pinch my nose off. I'm going to blow my eardrums out one of these days. I don't feel like sneezing all over my shit. Right? Pause.
Smart.
Now,
I thought it was a queef.
no. Anyway, Dev, I almost came back with a joke, and I didn't want to do it because I like you. And, if you'd be a Cowboys fan, I would have said something very, very, very disrespectful to say. Very flagrant. Now, so good. Jaden Daniels running the ball. He looks like Jaden Daniels of earlier this season. Yep. Again, led the team in rushing, had 74 yards on 7 rushes. Some of them designed. Ran a beautiful option play in the first quarter. I was like, yes, this is what I like to see. Bad. We allowed 4 sacks. That's bad. Ugly. 0 pass rush. We played bend but don't break. We did a pretty good job for 3 quarters, and then we just broke. Luckily, our offense at least tried to keep us in the game at that point. Great. I'm going to say it again. Terry McLaurin.
Terry.
Yeah.
Terry's great. Terry's great.
Might as well be just like Fields. So.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. For me, I got good Jaden. So I think on the record there was 6 drops, a fumble, 2 missed extra points, 2 kick returns for a touchdown, and we still almost won.
Right.
Like granted, he only had 70-something yards going into the 4th, and you was questionable, like, all right, what's he doing? He turned it on in the 4th quarter, man. He figured it out. Even if you take away the 86-yarder, he would have had like 190. But like Phil said, 74 yards on the ground, led the team in rushing. He looks healthy, zip on the ball, not shy with the running. So we just got to put it all together, man. The Titans got to be a rebound game for us. Bad. The offense, man, once again, linking back to Jaden, the whole offensive scheme for 3 quarters. I don't know. It took Cliff like 15, 30, 45, 50 something minutes to figure out what to call. I can't wrap my head around it. Why it was like that.
So speaking of Jaden is now the leading rusher on this team.
That's crazy. I think it's only going to get more with B-Rob potentially, being hobbled.
Yeah.
Ugly.
Might be better for us.
Ugly coaching. This was the first game I think coaching was lacking. Lack of adjustments, lack of the energy was just super low for the first half. I feel like people weren't trying. They just didn't have the energy, even though we had opportunities. We had turnovers. We had block kicks, fumbles, like nothing. It turned into nothing burgers, man. I just felt the coaching was just a little lacking. And then great. I'm going to go back to Frankie Louvu, man. Like, it was just fun to watch him play. You said Terry. Terry was a good one too, and Jaden. So, yeah. All right. Time to give out some game balls if you can.
Balls.
Dev, we'll start with you, man. Who are you giving out to your game balls? Offense, defense, special teams.
Terry offense, Louvu defense.
Terry off. So Terry and Louvu. Okay. Phil, what about you?
Well,
I jumped on that time.
Chat, we try not to use the same candidates, but you guys can feel free to do that.
I'm gonna give Jaden a game ball on offense. I mean, he generated 3 touchdowns all on his own, 1 rushing, 2 passing. Threw a beautiful pass for that almost game tying touchdown. So you know what, and led the team in rushing. So Jaden looks like 4th quarter. Jaden looks like Jaden's back. We need more of that, but he was trying to will this team to victory and almost pulled it off. So Jaden gets it on offense. Defense, I'm going to say Quan Martin.
Okay.
For his blocked field goal.
Okay, that's a good one. I'll give you that. All right, I don't really have a game ball to give out on offense, man. You guys took Jaden, you took Terry. The only person left.
Noah Brown. He had 6 catches.
I can say Noah Brown. He had 10 targets, 6 receptions, 71 yards. I guess I'll give him one. I'm really torn on defense between Bobby Wagner and Tressway. Tressway, And all
Yes.
joking aside, Tressway had a really good game as a punter.
Yeah. Punter, you could give that. You could give him the offensive game ball.
That's where I was leaning towards giving Tressway the game ball. He averaged only a 41.5 net, but he had 5 inside the 20. And I feel like all his punts were pinning back. And of course, the defense couldn't stop. So I'm going to go Tressway, and then I'm going to go with Tressway, and I'm going to go with I feel like Bobby Wagner should get one because that man was all over the place. 8 combined tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 fumble recovery, and he was just everywhere, just blowing up blocks and everything. So they're going to get mine. Deluxe says, good, Terry. Great B-Rob return to the game. Bad continued O-line injuries. Ugly. The Dallas player with a dirty tackle at B-Rob on his first snap. I missed that. People were talking about it. I just missed it when I was watching it. I don't know what I was doing. I just didn't see it. So I kind of think I know where this is going, but as you guys know, the Glock Dookie Award, man. So Dev's gonna give away Glock Dookie. Stand by. All right, Dev's going to give away Glock Dookie. If you don't know what a Glock Dookie is, just Google it. I don't need to explain it. Just Google it. You'll know, and you'll know make perfect sense.
Don't Google it on your work Wi-Fi, please.
Do not Google what a Glock Dookie is at work or on your kid's tablet. But Dev, who's getting your Glock Dookie award for week 12?
I'll go to Cybert.
Yeah, man.
Shit. I mean, I felt bad after I seen him. He looks 12 years old and defeated.
He does.
But hey, man, do your job. I get it. Again, like what me and Phil was arguing about, it's not really him that lost the game, but if you just minimize what you do wrong, that game still won despite all the other foul ups that we managed to come across. All you have to do is make your field goals, make your extra points, kick the fucking ball out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? And don't line drive an onside kick straight to a receiver and make sure
do routine things routinely. You know what? If he made his extra points, 28-27, game's over.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Just make an extra point.
Had he missed an extra point coming into this game?
Oh man. Wow. That's why I don't feel bad harping on him because I don't think this is a guy that's going to be in the repeat. He's not Wiley, he's not going to get that. We're not going to be dedicating this to him all the time. But I remember the one game he hurt himself, he kicked the ground too, dog. Yeah. So I'm wondering if this is just a thing that he does, man.
George Carmi made a good point in the group chat. You remember we talked about before having the yips, right? The yips, it's a real thing. I think Phil, your cousin had it in baseball or something. The yips is a real thing where your mental just takes over and you can't do something as simple as like a catcher throwing the ball back to the pitcher. Like I hope he doesn't get the yips from doing this simple stuff, man. Just forget about it. Move on. Go on to the Titans game. Just okay.
I'm sure he's missed kicks before, but it's just stupid.
Yeah, but this was a lot of simple stuff. This is
a lot of dumb shit, man. And then when you end up getting 6 drop balls on, I think 4 of them on third downs. It's just pathetic, bro. 6 for third down drop.
Terrible.
Or 4 third down drops out of the 6 drops, and then you got a fumble.
Here we go.
Deluxe is dropping it.
48 straight extra points. I feel like everyone decided to have their worst game on Sunday, man.
It's been like that for like 2 or 3 Sundays now, where somebody's decided to have their worst
3 in a row. And I'm not gonna. You know what? My expectation going to the Titans games completely changed now. Because
not me. It's to beat them. It's bullshit, dog. Just beat these niggas, dog.
No. I'm talking about. I was so confident in all these other games about.
No, I'm completely confident we're going to beat Tennessee. I was confident I'm still confident we should have beat the Cowboys. I thought it'd be close.
Should have.
And the Cowboys
is a separate thing, man.
Man,
We'll figure it out.
You got a guy. The quarterback got 2 interceptions. One of them was in the running back's hands. He slid it over.
Yeah, the other one was a Hail
Mary. Yeah. It's just a lot of fuckery in a game full of fuckery that lost the game, man.
That's right.
What's the chance of that kickoff?
Money inside 50.
As bad as we played that, what's the chance of that happening again? You could go out there right now and do a same spin and he gets tackled. It's just and nobody could catch him. That's another thing, man. Like keep your lane integrity, man.
It's simple.
It's discipline, and discipline comes down to coaching.
It
Jumping
does.
off sides 2 times a game on third down from Newton, man. It's getting old, bro.
He did it again. That's right.
Yeah,
Second time he did it. He did it early in the game too.
Jumping off sides, man, on third and long. It's on third and less than 5. It's ridiculous, man. You shooting yourself in the fucking foot. dropping balls.
You don't want to
leading
get that
interceptions,
reputation, man.
fumbling the ball on first down gains over the middle, dropping passes that are in your hand on third down, missing extra points, kicking onside kicks that lead to touchdowns. You know, just we had a month's worth of lowlights in one game. I feel like.
Yeah, sure did. Terrible.
Now I gotta watch these dumbass kids run around in the Denver versus Knicks game at halftime. I don't know if you ever watch an NBA game. They don't have commercials on the NBA.
Ravens Chargers on. Why don't you watch the Ravens Chargers, man?
Because the Knicks are playing. I'm not a Ravens or Chargers fan. I'm a Knicks fan. You know. Yeah. I'm gonna turn on there at halftime, which I'm doing now.
17-16.
Yeah. I got it on.
Chargers.
I got it at both of them. I got it on. By the way, I got more than one screen in here.
All right. Cool.
By the way, congratulations, Washington Capitals won tonight, 4-1 over the Panthers.
Without Ovi, has a
Ovi.
fractured tibia.
I'm so mad about that. Here's the thing.
He was going to break that record, dude.
He was going to break. He still might if he comes back.
He's going to need another year, I think.
No, he's only like 30 some goals away.
What record?
Wayne
Gretzky's all-time career goals record.
God dang, he's gonna break that.
He had an off year last year, but if he kept the pace up the way he was going this year,
he was the leading goal scorer in the league this year, way before he got hurt.
Yeah. And he's on limited minutes too, which is crazy.
6 weeks.
I don't know.
No,
how long
it's
he's
tibia. It's gonna be 2-3 months.
Yeah. So, AG says team's mental energy seems low. It does, man. Got to come out firing, dude.
And the thing about Ovechkin is that in an era of free agency, he's done it all with one team.
Beautiful. The Russian machine breaks sometimes.
Russian machine never breaks.
The Lux is encountering lessons only helps you learn from them. I think this team will learn from this. That's the big thing, right? It's not about, I keep saying this for 3 weeks in a row. It's not about how it's about how you act and react in the face of adversity, resiliency. We'll see. You're at home. Listen, the Titans, I can't say they travel well. I don't say we have a big fan base in the DC area of Tennessee Titans fans. So the crowd shouldn't be an issue, man. This, you know what? I got to look now. What is the early line going into next week? Commanders 5.5. All right. Commanders 5.5. That's the line going into next week. The Titans are 3-8. We're 7-5. No Derrick Henry. I think they have Julio Jones. I couldn't tell you anyone else on that team right now. So we'll take it for what it is.
The over is 44.5.
44.5. So maybe a high scoring game. Deluxe is so mad at Utah hockey. He's 27 away. He was well on pace for the season. Yeah. All right, guys. We'd like to share positivity as we shut down the stream here. Anybody got anything positive? Because it ain't nothing coming from that game.
Hey, man, are they ever gonna play Lattimore? What's the deal with that guy, man?
Back on. I you know what? Save him for the Saints game, dude. I don't know what else to tell you. I at this point, I don't know what else to tell you besides they're saving him for the Saints game because I honestly can't figure it out. Cannot figure it out. Ovi concerned about the war situation. Does he retire early? I think it's a hockey situation. I think he wants to break that. He wants to break that.
He's already addressed that he's against the war.
Yeah, he wants to break that record, man.
Dominic Hasek coming out 2 years ago and saying all Russian players should be banned from the NFL was the dumbest shit I've ever heard from him.
Yeah.
But anyway,
he's got to break this record. To have that in the banners of Washington, D.C. in the Capital One Arena. Oh, my gosh, dude. Keep playing, Ovi. I'll pay your help. I'll pay your medical bills, man. What do you need? I'll start a GoFundMe. Let's go. Positives, both B-Robs and Ovi will be back. Eventually. Without B-Rob, man, it's going to be tough, but it's going to be the C-Rod and McNichols show. And you know what? What if those two combined do better? And that just tells you that B-Rob might be expendable. I don't know.
We'll find out.
We will find out. All right, guys. We'll be back Thursday. We're going to have Mr. Titan on.
We're not going to be on Thursday.
Oh, Thursday is Thanksgiving. We will find a different day to be on. Not sure what day that is. Probably Friday, maybe. I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll let you guys know. Either Wednesday or Friday.
Yeah.
I think Wednesday.
But we'll figure it out.
It might be a live stream Sunday is what it sounds like.
Probably Wednesday night because Mr. Titan's a great guy. We want to have him on and talk to him. He's very knowledgeable. He's one of my favorite YouTubers to follow. He's just a great dude, always doing charity work. He's a great guy, man. So look for us Wednesday evening to have a Titans preview. And so yeah, man, we'll see you guys then.
Adios.
Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button for us. This will be out on all your podcast platforms here in about 30 minutes or so. So Yeah, we're going to end it on that. All right, guys. We love you. As always, peace.
Peace.
Inhale. We out.
Biatch.
Yeah.